हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू दर्शन चैनल। तो आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे वेन डायग्राम। सो इसमें आई हैव ऑल्सो सॉल्व सम ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. So let's begin. So let's see what is the purpose of Venn diagram. Venn diagram provides the most intuitive, evident, easiest to remember technique for testing the validity of categorical syllogism. So if you don't know what categorical syllogism is, I've already made a video on it. Please do check it. So we have four types of I and O. We have four types of categorical syllogism. So to check whether a given argument is valid or invalid in categorical syllogism, we use Venn diagram method. So there are two marks, yeah, there are two ways of shading. एक आप shade कर सकते हो, and the second one is by placing X. Now let's see कैसे. So let's say we have two circles. So either we can do shading or we can use X. So shading का meaning क्या है? It means that the area is empty. And X का meaning है that there is at least one thing in that area. So that we have something in that area, at least one thing. Now let's see in case of categorical propositions आप Venn diagram कैसे बनाते हो. So let's start with the first proposition, which is a proposition, and there is example given. So we have all medieval scholars were monks living in the monasteries. Now in this particular case, you have a subject, you have a predicate, this is the copula, this is the quantifier. अब इसमें हम क्या करते हैं? Now in this particular case, ये जो आपका सब्जेक्ट पार्ट है वो पूरा शेड हो जाएगा, ठीक है. सो दिस एरिया विल बी मीनिंग दैट दिस पार्ट इज एम्प्टी. ऑल एस ये जो पार्ट है पूरा एस आर पी. सो दिस ऑल एस आर पी एंड दिस पार्ट इज एम्प्टी. सो यहाँ पे यू वॉन्ट बी डूइंग एनीथिंग. तो ऐसे आपको प्रॉपरली शेड करना है. प्रॉपरली आपको ये पूरा एरिया अच्छे से शेड करना है. नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट वन, वी हैव नो एस आर पी. नो शॉपकीपर्स आर मेंबर्स. सो इस केस में विल जस्ट शेड दिस पार्ट. सो दिस इज नो एस आर पी. Some SRP, it indicates that there is at least some S, right? So let's take the example. Some passengers on the large jet planes are satisfied customers. Now we have some, meaning that there are some. There is at least one, so ये बीच में हो जाएगा. There are passengers on the jet, या फिर let's say some SRP, तो यहाँ पे X आ जाएगा. Next आपके पास है some S are not P. In case of some S are not P, you'll simply write some musicians. X आप पे आ गया. Some musicians are not pianist. So इसके लिए आपका Venn diagram ऐसे बनेगा. So ये these things are important, so you have to keep in mind. Now moving to the main part. Okay, before moving to the main part, let's see all SRP equal to 0. Equal to is 0 in a sense that द सब्जेक्ट पार्ट इज 0. इस केस में जैसे आप सर्कल बनाते थे, वेन डायग्राम बनाते थे, तो यहाँ पे जो आपका एस और पी है तो एस पार्ट इज एम्प्टी एंड पी नॉन पी इज एम्प्टी. द क्लास ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट आर बोथ एस एंड नॉन पी इज एम्प्टी. नाउ इन केस ऑफ एस एंड पी, इफ यू रिमेंबर, ये पार्ट शेड होता था. सो दिस पार्ट इज एम्प्टी. एस एंड पी आर एम्प्टी. एंड सम एस एस पी में एस एंड पी is not equal to 0. And then the last one, some S is not P में we have S P, again non P, we have non P, इस dash का meaning non P है, is not equal to 0. So this is something again you have to remember. Next, now the main important thing which we should be discussing is Venn diagram for syllogism. So अभी हमने देखा categorical proposition में we have S and P. Now in syllogism we have three terms S, P and M. So इसके लिए ऐसे बनेगा diagram. And then the next one, if you'll see the second part, this circle should be drawn so that Now let's see Venn diagram techniques for testing syllogism. So there are a few techniques which are given. So the first one is already clear, I guess, because either shading hoga ya placing of x, which is clear. The second one is if the argument contains one universal premise, the premise should be entered first. Meaning that if there's a universal premise in a particular premise, उसके लिए universal use करना है. And अगर दोनों universal है, तो you can do as you wish. Next आपके पास है when entering the information contained in a premise, one should concentrate on the circle corresponding to the two terms of the statement. So ये जब questions करेंगे, we'll see. And what is the meaning of sum S R P? It means that at least one S exists. इसीलिए हम लोग x use करते हैं. Same goes with sum S R not P, meaning at least one S exists and S is not a P. So this is the meaning. Now the important things when shading an area, one must be careful to shade all of the area in question. Now all S is P. So again यहाँ पे we have to shade this whole area. So अगर आप ऐसे करते हो shading, so this is wrong. So this part. So you have to see S and P. So ये वाला पूरा part is also part of S. So आपको पूरा shade करना होगा. Next one is when area where X goes is always initially divided into two parts. If one of this part have already been shaded, X goes to the shaded part. So again, if you take an example of sum S is M, इस case में आपका X यहाँ पे आ जाएगा because this part is already shaded. Now let's see if one of the two parts is not shaded, the X goes on the line separating the two parts. Now let's say sum S is P. So यहाँ पे if you'll see S P, so it can be here, it can be here. So if you're not sure of it, तो X आप यहाँ पे लिखोगे. This is clear. Next, this means that X may be in either or both of the two areas. So it can be here, it can be here. So इसीलिए हम लोग यहाँ पे X का value put करते हैं. Now let's see the seventh technique. Seventh technique says that if X, any and X should never be placed in such a way that it tangles outside of the diagram. Meaning that you cannot put the value of X here, or you cannot put the value of X here, or you cannot put the value of X here. So that is the technique number 7. Now let's see some questions. Now I've given some important questions. So if you'll solve this question, you'll be able to solve any question. अगर कोई भी question exam में आता है या practice करते हो तो आप easily solve कर सकते हो. So the first one is, so you should know what this 2 stands for, what E, what A and what EIO stands for. So E is preposition no, A वाले में all आपका use होता है, E में again no use होता है. So this is second figure. So this is first figure, this is second figure. So you have to identify the position of the middle term. So you can see the middle term is here. So अब उसके basis पे let's solve some questions. So let's see the first question. First question में the diagram is done. You have to do S, P and M, which is already done. और आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पे दो universal premises. So let's start with the first one. No P R M. So you have to check P और M. So इन दोनों में आपको चेक करना, सर्कल्स बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is just for making you understand. So P और M के बीच में आप shade कर दो. ये पूरा area आपका shade हो जाएगा. So again shade ऐसे करो जैसे करना करो, but you should shade it properly. So this पूरा area will be shaded. Now next one is all S R M. So in case of all S R M, तो आपको S देखना होगा, S and M देखना होगा. So meaning that जो आपका ये part है वो पूरा shade हो जाएगा. Now what you have to do? So आपने premises दोनों बना लिया. Now you should see whether it matches with the conclusion. Conclusion is no SRP. No SRP में ये पूरा area आपका shade होना चाहिए, and it is there. So this is invalid syllogism. So you have to tally it with the conclusion. अगर conclusion जैसा बन रहा है premises से, that means it is valid. Now let's move to the next one where we have AEE. First figure, second figures, middle term का position you have to check. So in this case you can see. Let's start with all MRP because वो universal है. So आप जैसे भी start करना चाहते हो start कर सकते हो. We have M and then we have P. So ये पूरा जो M वाला part है, ये पूरा आपका shade हो जाएगा. Now let's see no SRM. No SRM. So this part is left. So इसको भी shade कर दो आप. So if you want to shade, आप ऐसे shade कर सकते हो properly. So no SRM is also done. Now let's see no SRP. SRP. So SRP में तो ये पूरा part भी shade होना चाहिए था, but नहीं है. That means it is an invalid syllogism as is yet. So let's see now a question where we have a universal and a particular. Let's see this question. So all M are S. So again this is important now. You have to check the universal first. तो universal पहले करना है. So again we have M and then we have S. So ये पूरा part आपका shade हो जाएगा. Easily done. The next one is some PRM. PM. So again you know यहाँ पे आएगा position because this part is already shaded. तो यहाँ पे X का position आ जाएगा. Now let's say some SRP. Some SRP में भी यहीं पे आना चाहिए. So if you see this is S, this P यहीं पे आता है. That means again this syllogism is valid. In the next case, AOO. So again, second figure, I've already done the figure. M का position check करना है. So let's see all PRM. Now all PRM में again you know ये पूरा part आपका shade हो जाएगा. So आप लोग और अच्छे से कर सकते हो. I'm not able to do it. So some S are not M. Now S and M में आपको देखना है. So as this part is already shaded, so X का position यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. And some S are not P में भी X की position यहीं पे आता है. That means again this is a valid syllogism. Now moving to the next one where we have all SRM, some MRP and then some SRP. Let's again start with this preposition. So this is okay. This is different. All SRM. So again S वाला part पूरा shade हो जाएगा आपका. And then next one is some MRP, M and P. Now be careful here. Now M and P के बीच में X can be here, X can be here also. So we don't know X का position कहाँ पे है. So X का position हम लोग यहाँ पे डालेंगे. So again this is very important. Please keep it in mind. M and P के बीच में X यहाँ पे आएगा. Now let's see some SRP. SRP में यहाँ पे X आना चाहिए था, which we are not sure. So this will be again a case of an invalid syllogism. So this is also clear, I guess. Now let's move to the next question where we have AOO first figure. Again universal particular universal. So again universal में आपका आ जाता है M और P. So यहाँ पे M वाला part पूरा आपका shade हो जाएगा. So again be careful, पूरा part shade करना है आपको. And some S are not M. Now again S आपके पास है, M आपके पास है. And then it can be here, it can be here. X का position. We are not sure of the position. So X will be here. And then some S are not P में तो यहाँ होना चाहिए, which is not the case. So again this will be an example of an invalid syllogism. So you have to write it in a statement form that it is an invalid syllogism करके आप properly लिख सकते हो. Now next one is, now again this is an interesting here. We have only universal, sorry only particular prepositions. So इस case में क्या होगा? So let's start with this one. Some S are M, S or M. So we don't know the position. So यहाँ पे आपके पास आ जाएगा because it can be here, it can be here. So X in between आपका लगेगा. Let's see the next one. Some M are not P. Not P again, it can be here, it can be here. So again we are not sure. So again some S are not P, maybe we are not sure because the X position is on the line. So again it will be invalid. Now let's see a question. Just may aapke statement form given. So this is the last question. Some philosophers are mathematician. Hence meaning that this is a conclusion indicator. So just write the conclusion. Some scientist are philosopher because again a premise indicator. So once you do that, philosophers major term, scientist minor term. So minor premise mein chala jayega. And once you're done with it, so you can simply do some. Sorry, this should be P. Some PR because this is middle term M, and then all SRM, and then the last one is some SRP. So let's see all SRM. तो ये पूरा पार्ट आपका शीट हो जाएगा all SRM. Next में we have some PRM, PNM. So again यहाँ पे आपका middle term का X का position आ जाएगा, and then some SRP. So it is again invalid. So again you know why it is invalid because X का position should be here in case of some SSP, but we are not sure. So यहाँ पे X position डाल दिया. So it is invalid syllogism. So I hope it's clear, and there are many more questions, and I'm copying, so you can practice those questions. And if you have any doubt, please make sure you put it in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for